Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Today is January 2nd, 2025. I had an eye doctor appointment this morning, 8:30 in the morning, and I had no readings. Oh my God, it was weird. You know how you automatically assume you got to grab your date book and your cards and had no readings. But anyway, they put that stuff in my eyes to, dilate them. I laid down for a little while and dozed off for a second. And I'm still a little bit, my vision's a little bit weird. But it was supposed to rain today and it's sunny outside, but it's cold. So we got some stuff to talk about. I wanted to jump on here before I have to do my 3 card for my members at 3 o'clock. First of all, my God, what did you guys think about about the New Orleans? That was terrible. Those poor people bless those poor people. Now they found out it was just him, but he was a military man that really believed in ISIS. This isn't something you don't hear of. But this is unfortunately something, been getting a lot of emails from you. This is unfortunately something that happens. We've seen this before, even ex-military. Sometimes they tend to get very angry, the ex-military. But unfortunately, this is something that's going to be happening, not just in the United States, everywhere. It's part of my prophecy. The other thing I prophesied on was, well, not me, my guides, was seeing that Tesla on fire. And that has happened. Did you see that guy? He was a redhead. He was a Trump person. What was the motivation to pull in front of Trump Tower? I've been to Vegas. That place is empty as heck. I just want to take a quick look about what was the purpose of this gentleman. Let's see if we can get anything. Apparently, they found a gun by his feet, so they think he did away with himself before the truck blew up. And I guess Musk has helped them. They were able to show them every stop he made. The only factor that connects those two of them, and they're getting more and more information. They both were in the military. They both served at the same places, including Afghanistan. Excuse me. And, they don't want to announce anything. Well, let's say a proof beyond a reasonable doubt, but they also rented the cars from the same place, which I had never even known existed. This is like an Airbnb of cars. People will loan their cars out. So, what was his purpose? Let's see if we can get the other guy. I kind of know better, but geez, those poor families and the ones that are injured, just, trying to have a good time. And, shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Everybody's mad that the barriers weren't correct, but, shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Some beautiful people, lives were lost. We must, when we do prayers, we're going to pray for their beautiful energy. And thank you guys for all the people who are saying, oh my God, you were right. But it wasn't me, right? It was them. But thank you, you guys. I guess I don't want to go on and say, I got this right and I got that right. I don't really like that. Just like I never asked you guys to subscribe. You can go to all my channels. Other people will ask for me. Like if I'm on somebody else's show, they'll say, please subscribe. But I never, I will say when something was especially right, even on my community page, because I want to give thumbs up for the guides, because we can get some stuff wrong too. Hello. So let's take a look. Let's take a look what this man's purpose was. I also want to show you some new cards I got from Australia. It took a while to come out here with this reader predictions deck, Trish James. And I might throw a card with him too. It's a very unusual deck, so I might give it a whirl. Just pick one card from this. Okay, so tell me what his purpose was. I can see his face. He just was not happy. Just not a happy camper. But okay. He planned this for a while, you guys. And what was the purpose of going? He was mad at Trump. Okay, why were you mad at Trump? This might be about the HB thing. You said you were going to get because he was a redhead, with red hair and lily white skin. He was mad at Trump. That's what I heard. And Elon Musk, this was kind of a slap in the face for Elon. Like, look at this crap car, and I'll just blow it up in front of Trump. If he could have done it at Mar-a-Lago, he would have. He was mad. Look at that. Look at that logically, you guys. What was that saying? That was saying he was mad at them. There was he has the sun, which means he was enlightened, or the sun shone on some truths that didn't make him very happy. He was passionate about this. He was passionate about making this happen. They will give us some sort of information on this, okay? I also feel money was an issue for him. And there was a man, which could be Trump, who has money, that he was very disappointed in. And he wanted to make some sort of cause, some sort of sacrifice himself cause. Okay? Yeah, look at the outcome card is the 5 of Swords. Coming off the battlefield. I think he fought a lot for Trump, and I think he felt like a soldier whose heart was broken. But don't forget what I told you. We're going to see a lot more of this. Not necessarily, well, we're going to see more Teslas on. I see people not necessarily sitting in a Tesla doing that, but I see people, hurting the cars. Elon's going to have some big trouble with his cars. I'm going to tell you right now, he's already not making any money. So, Angel of Light and Mercy, give me some sort of card so I can show them this deck. Oh, so his card is the downgraded card. He felt that Trump was going to help this country, and then he downgraded us. He didn't go on his word. And that was very disturbing. He's downgraded. Let's see if we can grab another one. Oh, betrayed, backstabbed. We'll find out more. I'm telling you, I don't know where he wrote this down at, but we're going to find out more. He is not a happy camper, you guys. Now, they're saying also that there could be a connection between the gentleman in New Orleans and this guy. Was there a connection? Because I'm telling you, I feel like there's a group of people that all have the same idea, and I don't know, they're talking in an underground sort of way amongst themselves. So tell us about terrorist action. Are we going to get more? I see in UK too. I see all over. Just out of the blue. It's so funny because I didn't say it online, and I should have said it, because when we were coming to New Year's, I thought, oh yeah, you guys, there's going to be some incident. But I'm always the bad news girl, so I hate to have to say it, but I'm feeling even Super Bowl Sunday something coming up. Not necessarily at the Super Bowl. And it might not necessarily be in the US. There's something coming up. And also, remember the airline crashes? I said there would be more than one. I kept seeing, yeah, there was 3 or 4, which is sad to say. Was there any connections whatsoever? Um, More of a distant connection, not really them talking amongst themselves. But this guy, the guy in Trump Tower doesn't feel connected to ISIS to me. It's this other guy feels more, Are they connected? Taken by force. Taken by force. So they both have the same idea that they can go in with the sword and battle and win. Kind of like Putin thinks he can go in and take over um, our beautiful Ukraine. Okay, did you see Liz Cheney is going to get the big award today from the president? And they announced on the news out loud that he's thinking about giving her a blanket pardon, and he will if she wants it. I think she might even say no, but I think his father is convincing her, take the blanket pardon. Even though there's nothing there, nothing. And the guy that was all over Hunter Biden, did you see that? The one that was all over him, his son had murdered a police officer. So, hey, listen, you guys, hey, we got a little other tidbit to talk about. So I talked about, I want to look at if Mike Johnson's going to get in tomorrow. We'll look at that. Okay. But while I've got this in hand, I want to look at if you'll notice, it was all over the media. And Marjorie Taylor Greene did a Twitter or whatever that was, talking about it. But it was something to do about a slush fund for paying out crimes that men do towards women within the house. And apparently that slush fund has been there forever, probably since the 1800s, who knows? It's got like $14,000 in it or something. But she talked out loud about it and said, the public needs to know, and it's that slush fund is being filled with taxpayers' money. And I went ding, 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 ding. Okay, it's definitely an influence from Matt Gaetz. If you notice, they're not talking about it anymore. But Matt Gaetz was the one who says, do this. And I feel Marjorie Taylor Greene is helping him, but they were trying to do it in a manner that didn't directly look at Matt Gaetz, because I see Trump had told him, don't do that. Don't do it. He likes to protect his criminals. He likes to protect them because they're all running the same crowds. So, yeah, he somehow or the other, Trump got a hold of this and shut it down. I think Elon helps him. Elon helps him with everything. Okay, so this slush fund that got out, is there anything else that we can expect on the news or bringing it up? The slush fund. Did you hear that one guy says, well, I like Mike Johnson because he's never cheated on his wife. That's a shame. The slush fund, will we get more details on that? And then when they had the guy that blew up at the Trump Tower, Trump immediately said on his True Social, oh, here's your gift from your last gift from Biden, getting an illegal in there. Guy, he doesn't even wait for the information. The guy was as American as red, white, and blue. But he doesn't come back and say, oops, got it wrong. How was Biden supposed to know? A military American. Actually, the guy was still on duty. He was on a leave or something. So this was as military as you can get. Let me just mention this real quick to you guys too. Let me make sure I remember I'm doing the slush fund. I don't see the military picking up and helping Trump like he thinks they will. He thinks he can march ahead with his military plan. No, I don't see that. I see people saying, no, we refuse. We won't. Remember the time that years ago, you guys, a lot of you probably weren't born, the famous picture with that woman over the body of a student that was shot by the National Guard? That forever changed the collective consciousness. I don't see military men working against their own, at least not rampant. There may be some up in Kentucky or something, but okay. And they're warning about a very dangerous winter storm coming. I think in the middle of the United States. Tell me about that slush fund. Will we hear anything else about it? I heard yes. He's still working at it. Matt Gaetz is furious. Matt Gaetz is furious. He really wants them to pay. Look at this. He wants them to pack their bags and go. King of Pentacles, so that's Trump. Trying to cross it, trying to make it not happen, trying not for the information to come out. So it's at the crossroads, and a lot of people are going to have opinions about this. They know that this is being. Oh, so I just heard this. Because of this thing coming out, which you would think maybe even Trump was in on it, because he's kind of telling the people in the House, get Johnson in and we can shut this up. If you don't get Johnson in, I'm not going to be able to help you. Does that sound right? I just saw that. Okay, so the outcome card is pulling a rabbit out of your hat. I still see Matt Gaetz being able to put out enough to cause some damage because they're wiping up the fields, getting the dead bodies out of the way. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. The creme de la creme, the Mike Johnson. Will Mike Johnson be voted in as Speaker of the House? Tell me the truth and the whole truth. If I have to give you guys bad news and he does, well, there's one particular guy said absolutely not. Okay, I heard a very quiet no, but hopefully it's not wishful thinking on my part. Mike Johnson. Get in this House Speaker tomorrow, yes or no? Somebody said, but you can't trust the media, that it looks like a no, like he can't get in. Disappointment. Struggling with trying to get out. People are asking him for deals too. So he's saying yes to everything. That magician again. Pulling a rabbit out of your hat. Maybe just saying you could do more than you can do. But he's gotten the holy whatever from Trump. But they're not going to let Trump, 38 people didn't vote for the budget that he wanted. It's not going to be something that can happen. Look, they're going to have to wait on this. This is no, look at this. Coming over difficult waters. This is Biden on the top. Isn't he a Gemini too? Let me ask these other cards. These are really pretty cards. These little characters remind me. Do you remember those pictures that woman used to do? They did a movie on her with the big eyes. My grandma used to have a picture wasn't original but it was the girl holding the cat with the big eyes. I've looked for a copy of that to get one for myself and I couldn't find it. I'll have to look again. Let's see, I'll come for you, Mike Johnson. They don't want him working with the Democrats at all. But the thing is, they're not going to get anything done. That's so funny. Mike Johnson, what's the outcome for you? Royal family. That's Trump. The royal family. Imprisoned, detained. Ooh. Uprising, rebellion. Listen, they are coming up for some stuff. These kind of cards, what they're showing is there's going to be like even if he got in, his hands are tied. He's not able to move. He's unable. He's being told, stand here, do this, do that. Elon Musk is up in the middle of it. He may get in eventually. It doesn't say absolutely no. But if there's going to be a rebellion, it could be a good yes. So, or that's not Biden. That's somebody else that gets in. Let me look real quick. Will it be someone else that gets in? Will it be someone else that gets in? A rebellion could mean they decide to pick somebody else. Depression, something evil behind closed doors, communication, maybe an offering of money, working hard to make things happen. There's the sun, but it's reversed, so it's not going to turn out the way he had hoped. Here's Trump or Elon right in the middle of it. Not being able to move forward. Not being able to move forward. King of Wands reverse. So the King of Wands can, for me, the wands mean air sign. So, I can't absolutely say it's somebody else, but with all these bad cards, it does look like it's going to be quite the battle, which we'll love. We'll be sitting there with our popcorn. So will there be see a lot of people marching. I see a lot of people protesting. Trump is saying he wants a big to-do the day before he's supposed to get in. I see, even if he got in, there's some people, but it's not huge. There's a lot of scandal coming up, you guys. There's a lot of inside scandal coming up. There's a lot of dropping of the truth. This is it. This is the beginning. What else do you want to tell me? Battling, unable to move forward. There's a woman here that I think Marjorie Taylor Greene might end up working against Trump. She's not going to be his light. The strength is gone. They're not able to move forward. Look at this. They're trapped. They're stuck. Swiftness. I told you. things would change. And look at the moon, the prophecy will happen. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen. And we just have to kick back and wait for it. But unfortunately, I see a lot of wannabes trying to get a name for themselves, acting out. It's a shame. Okay. You guys, I want to tell you that there was another hit I got, and I think it's because of the HB, because they're really, because Elon called everybody stupid, and he couldn't hire Americans because they're stupid. God. And Trump didn't stand up. Trump says, yeah, I use HB, but he promised that he would stop that. They have him on tape saying that. So unfortunately, I'm almost feeling, because if you'll notice, my banks, Comcast, there's a lot of places when you call and you get the service center, a lot of them are from India. But I'm almost feeling like there'll be an outrage towards Indians in the United States. There'll be some sort of upset by the cray-crays. And it's going to be where, because, they contract with Indians, big places, who let them take these people. And and listen, I had a friend from the UK whose husband was a forensic real estate guy. There was only like 4 or 5 of them in the world. And this guy talked him into coming to the United States on this particular visa, HB, whatever. And they got here and he helped them get a place. And it wasn't 4 or 5 months. They cut his pay. And there wasn't a thing he could do about it. And then also, everything the guy promised he didn't come through with. And they struggled while they were here. And when they were trying to get their green card, the whoever does green cards and stuff, I don't know how many times she said they lost our fingerprints, they did this, they would have to it's almost like it's a setup, even with the United States. They would do things to where you had to pay again. So I'm going to tell you something, but I see sort of something happening where others will be upset. That guy in front of the Trump Tower went in there and did that because he was mad about this HB. I'm telling you right now, he feels Elon and Trump lied. And there's a lot of stuff coming in right now that people wishing they hadn't voted for him. Like, what? What did this guy, he said this and he's doing this. So, also this Brad Kenneth Spafford, the man who was arrested for having more bomb making stuff than anybody. It was a cluster, you know what. There's a lot of these guys around. So just pay attention. Try to be, I hate to say it, but but see, I'm old, so going into large crowds and stuff isn't my thing. But I feel train stations, I still feel New York. And I feel attempted hits taking place, but not against Democrats. So people are mad. People are mad. But they did this to themselves. And it's a shame. So I just want to come on a little bit. I got my 3 card today. And I'll post a thing so you guys can ask questions and we can do a little question and answer kind of stuff. But some more stuff is getting ready to happen. Let me tell you, we hit the ground running. There's more stuff coming. So somebody wrote me and said, Linda, I think he said there was 4 hits. The planes, the Tesla on fire, there's going to be more than that. The terrorist action, which we knew, and it seems like there was something else. Oh, the volcanoes. Oh my God, in Africa, they got a whole bunch down by Michael, I think it's the name of it. There's a big volcano. There's also sulfur being detected in the atmosphere from these volcanoes. I had an earthquake yesterday, 4.6. It didn't affect me directly, but I got the beep, beep. just trying to barely got down my chili cheese dog. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I'm going to die here with a chili cheese dog in my mouth. But I could see we swayed, but there was no huge rumble. It's very disconcerting, even though you want to be, let you know if you're sitting on the pot or something. But it's I'm glad we have that though, because right away I started to sway. So, okay, you guys, I love you all, and I'll catch you on the other side. Um, if you want to ask a question, I'll post something that says I'm going to have a show, and then you'll post it down there. I'm getting rid of my Wix account because there's no need. I'm done with readings for now, maybe later, but for now, nobody can have a paid reading. Okay, so I love you all. Catch you on the other side. Cheer. Oh, and if you need recommendation, like Arthur's really good. Um, a lot of people like Arthur, and there's somebody else that, well, I'll write them down and put it on the post. There's a lot of people that are good. A lot of people that I've just met, I'm seeing this girl right now and I can't think of her name. Okay, love you all. Cheers.